don't know what's going on with YouTube. I don't know what's going on with YouTube or why it would do that. But it just kicked me off live. It just said finished. It finished on its own. It cut off. My live cut off on its own. I'm not used to it doing that. I don't know what would make it do that, y'all. Like today has been a really big challenge. Um this is my third live in a real little bit amount of time too. So I don't even know what it's tripping on. I don't. I'm kind of sad though, cause y'all know like I'm serious about this and I'm not playing. So yeah, it's kind of frustrating, you know. No. I take it a step further. It ain't no kind of to it. It is frustrating, but yeah, you know, I'm gonna be here. It is what it is. You know what? I'm gonna be right here. So anyway, like I was saying about Christian, Christian just needs to hire her some help. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. She needs to create her strong village. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. She needs to go ahead and start creating her village now for her and Junior. You know? And like I was saying, in my hearts of our hearts, I feel like yes, I do feel like somebody from her family can help her. But it's okay. It's okay if that's not what she wants. That's not what her family wants. That's okay if that's not the situation for her. You know, I take it a step further. Sometimes it's better. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even just say sometimes. I would say most times. You know what I'm saying? It's better when you can just deal with somebody professional. You know what I'm saying? Deal with a professional. So, um, yeah, it is what it is. Shout out to Krishan. I really, really wish her well. You know what I'm saying? I'm really wishing her well, y'all. Um and again, she just needs to hire her somebody. You know what I'm saying? And like I was saying, she is in the entertainment business. Hey, everybody. Um, she in the entertainment business, y'all. Y'all know what I'm saying? Um, hey. I know that's right. Pew. So, yeah. I feel like Krishan is in the entertainment industry and it's time for her to start taking advantage of that. Girl, yes, please go find you a professional nanny, okay? It is what it is. Go find your professional nanny. Of course, she might be looking for some professional money, but at least you gonna be in some good hands and your baby is too. And then you ain't got to worry about all of this drama that the people on the internet is causing you because at the end of the day, Krishan is a young mother just trying to figure it out. It is what it is. She's a young mother trying to figure it out. And obviously, she don't have a lot of people around her that she can trust. You know? Um, and I take it a step further. Obviously, she feel like she rather have her baby with her than not. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, the average person, excuse me, what do y'all be wanting her to do? Um, Obviously, y'all don't be wanting her to work. You know, and then secondly, obviously, y'all be wanting her to Drop her baby off, you know. What do y'all want her to do? Drop a kid off? Hey, cool kid. Hey, cool kid. Shout out to you for dropping in my comments. Like, what do y'all want her to do? Um, you know, seemingly, she's being a mom. You know what I'm saying? She's a new mom. Her baby ain't even 2 yet, is he? I don't even believe he's 2. Or maybe he is 2. Is he 2? It's just like, I don't know. To me, she never had a fair shot. She never got a real fair shot at motherhood, you know. But it is what it is. It's up to her now to figure it out, though. You know what I'm saying? She got to figure it out. Like, it's nothing wrong with like being educated. You see, there's nothing wrong with getting educated, Christian. You know, and just realizing, okay, the do's and the don'ts. You know, the do's and the don'ts. What, you know, people always got something to say. It just is what it is. People is going to always have something to say. But I just feel like, she got to put herself around somebody that's nurturing too. You know, somebody nurturing, somebody who has kids. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's just going to let her know, like, no. You know what I'm saying? As a mother, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. We not doing that. This ain't that. You know, it is what it is. Again, if you ask me, she just need a nanny. Clearly though, Krishan is just like a whole lot of other people in the entertainment industry. She is dealing with the fact that she got a little fame. You know what I'm saying? She got a little fame. And she feels like she can't trust anyone. So her back is up against the ropes, you know? But at the end of the day, Krishan, listen, it's up to you to start educating yourself, you know, about your industry. You know, learning as you go. Shoot. Child, and they hire me a good old nanny. You know, one that's affordable, one that's gentle, one that's kind, you know, a professional. Like, that's what she do. This ain't no first time practicing with my kid and I. You see? Um, Somebody willing to sign a NDA. That's all she need. That's it. That's it. You know? Um in my hearts of all hearts, I feel like that NDA, that's gonna be a game changer for for Chris Sean. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. Um, Baby, yes, child. Krishan better start acting like she know. She better start acting like she know money. Shoot. Talking about she got it all the time. She better act like she know it. I mean, it just is what it is. Um, yeah. It's time for her to start, just maneuvering around and learning or learning um her field, her industry. You know what I'm saying? Shoot. Had she would have not got into it with Kalani, you see, Kalani could have recommended a damn nanny or two. Probably. You know? Um, I mean, it is what it is. Krishan gonna have to, grow up fast too. Uh Shout out to that. Let me tell you something. That's one thing about motherhood, baby. You know, you can become a mother at a really young age. You know what I'm saying? You can at a really young age. And the truth of the matter is, even the young ones face a lot of pressure. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Motherhood is motherhood, and it's a Lord, it's a big responsibility. Okay, it's a big responsibility. Krishan has a big responsibility of just learning the way it go. You see, yeah, it ain't no different than when I be saying Diddy and these people be trying to like they think it's a cheat code. Krishan must do too. You see, she think there's some type of cheat code too, you know, and there isn't. There isn't. There's no cheat code to motherhood. You know what I'm saying? Either you in or you out. Now there will be things that make it a little bit easier, you know what I'm saying? Period. Shout out to that along the way. You know, but either you in or you out. That's just how it go. You know? So yeah, shout out to Krishan. Like if you just now getting here, I apologize. The last live that I was doing is just abruptly quit. Okay, on its own, child. On its own. I ain't never had that happen. So it just said finish. I was like, wow, for real. It was so disturbing. Okay, it is what it is. So disturbing. But anyway, word on the carpet is Krishan Rock might be on the run from CPS. Okay, folks are gathering that. It is what it is. They starting to put two and two together, and that's what they starting to think. Now, I said there might be some truth to it. Um, y'all know word on the curb is it's trending that CPS has been trying to contact her old manager, okay? But they saying that the manager, who is Whack 100's exchange wife, okay, Kim, allegedly ain't working for Krishan no more. That's what they saying. The manager is saying, I mean, they saying that the manager don't work for Krishan no more. But people are also saying nobody knows if that's true. Okay, they saying that like the manager could be just saying that because CPS is allegedly blowing her phone up. I don't know how true that is. Okay, it's all alleged. I don't know how true it is, but what I can tell y'all is, this is what they saying. Okay, this is what they saying going on in the internet streets. Okay, and they saying, you know, they think CPS is closing in, child. And I'm like, well, it might got some truth to it because, like I said, I did see a clip of Krishan asking the dentist if it was, you know, CPS, you know, at his office. Um, and I'm like, you know, it is what it is. I feel like she can't hide forever, child. You know, it is what it is. She can't hide forever. The truth of the matter is, she might as well just get her life together. You see, all the way together. And this is the thing. Don't get me wrong. I'm not even insinuating. You know what I'm saying? That it's not together. You know, um, because one thing about me, I pay attention to what's going on, but I also feel like the internet does a lot of assuming when it comes to Krishan. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really, I like that's not my thing. That's not my thing. I don't want to assume nothing. You know what I'm saying? Either I got proof of it or I don't. So that's that. So I'm not even insinuating that she ain't got her stuff together, but I am saying, um, have it together. You know what I'm saying? Because if and when the time should come to meet up with CPS, it is just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? When they come knocking for real, if they come knocking for real, she'll be ready. She'll be ready to deal with it. But meanwhile, back at the ranch, it ain't nothing wrong with her figuring out like what she can be doing to make her life and her child's life better. And to me, my most humble, personal opinion is, if she gonna be working, you know what I'm saying, which she seemingly plans on working, if she gonna really, really be working and having Junior tagging along, then just get a nanny. You know what I'm saying? Get somebody that's gonna look after him and make sure he's straight at all times, you know, and create, a healthy space for him. Where he good, nobody can say nothing. And that's that. Like, that's that. Be done with it, okay? So, try anyway. That's just how I feel about word on the curb that Christian might be allegedly running from CPS with Junior, okay? Because the internet, child, the internet. I have no words. It's crazy though. I just feel like it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? We living in the times of the internet. That's crazy. The internet era is something else. But anyway, and then after that, let me move on. Let me talk about child, word on the curb is, y'all know they was saying, hold on. Let me bring that back. Let me go where I want to go with it. JT. Oh Lord, y'all. Word on the curb is JT gets into it with this girl right online. And I said, oh Lord, why I just told my audience that JT ain't no mean girl like that to me. She not. To me, she not. Like, some people are just more vocal than others. Some people just say what they mean more than others. I think you have some really nice people, right? And then I think you also have people who think certain things and never let it come out their mouth. And then you have people that say it, you know, different categories. But JC ain't no mean girl to me. But she did jump the gun, you know what I'm saying, with a fan. She did. She jumped the gun. Sorry, I don't mean to use that word. She she what's the word I'm looking for, y'all? She spoke too soon. There you go. She spoke too soon. Because this girl was basically saying something, right? She was talking about Mac, and she was saying Mac need to bring back something she want them to bring back. Right? And then she was like, but y'all won't listen to me. Y'all won't listen to me. Like, Mac need to bring back da 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 da, right? Whatever it is she want them to bring back. Some kind of lip gloss, right? And then she goes on to say, like, they should have gave it to JT. You know what I'm saying? Like, they should have collabed with JT and brought that back. I'm telling you, they would have made so much money if they would have did it like that. The problem is JT didn't hear that part. She just heard they need to bring back da 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 da, and she said something else. I forgot. But JT basically said something called the blowfish or something. You know, to the point where I think JT ended up seeing the whole video clip, and she was like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, girl. I didn't even realize you was pregnant, And so I'm like, sis, I was just still trying to defend you, telling everybody that I don't think you a mean girl, you see? And I still don't. The truth of the matter is, I feel like if she was a mean girl, then she wouldn't have never apologized. So shout out to that. The girl would have never ever received the apology. Yeah, like Marvin Sapp said, it just would have never would have made it. You see, I said it just wouldn't have never made it. Okay, so yeah, that's what's going on in the rap girl world. Hold on. Let me write this down real quick. You see, let me write this down real quick too. Um. So yeah, that's JT dudes. And again, shout out to JT who got a little collab, not a little collab, my bad, I didn't mean to say that. Who got a collab with Mac, you see. I said shout out to JT. Girl, yes, you better get on down the yellow brick road. When it comes to JT, I see it for JT. It is what it is. Like I see it for JT. JT is, in my most humble opinion, a it girl. It is. She's an it girl. I just don't know what's taking the industry so long. Like I don't like for instance, Paris. Where was JT? Where was JT? Like why I didn't see JT in Paris? JT should have been in Paris. You see, it is what it is. JT is that girl. Come on, industry. Y'all got to hit me out. A lot of people feel like y'all don't be keeping it real, with some of the girls in the industry, some of the darker complected brownies, baddies, I would say, the brown baddies. Come on now. Now's y'all time to shine with JT. It just is what it is. Now is y'all time to shine. Like, what are y'all doing? Mm, I'm gonna need to know what y'all doing. Okay? Uh, Crazy. That's my girl. That's my girl. Period. Okay? Don't do JT like that. Music industry, y'all hear me? I said, don't do her like that. Okay? It is what it is. I said, just don't do her like that. Y'all already be doing Cash Doll a certain way. Y'all do Asian Doll a certain way. Y'all do Ken the Man. Like, I just feel like JT gonna be that one. You see, JT gonna be that one baddie that's gonna, she gonna be that one brown baddie that's gonna break barriers within the music industry. It just is what it is. Like that in my heart of our hearts. That's how I feel about it. Y'all hold on. I just don't know what's taking them so long to give her the green light. Damn it. Yeah. She doing her thing. It is what it is. That's my girl. She doing her damn thing. Hold on, y'all. JT. JT is really that girl. Baby JT is really that girl. You see? Like Beyonce said. JT is that girl. Shit, you motherfuckers ain't stopping me. That's my girl. Period. I don't know what's with her. You see, I don't know why they playing. Like, maybe something is going on. I do feel like, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Because I be feeling like when it came to the city girls, everybody went with their move, right? Carisha went with Diddy. Carisha felt like Diddy was the move, right? That was her play. Then you got JT. I feel like JT went with her move. She was like, you know what? I'm gonna be all right. Her man, usually he fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think she felt like I'm gonna be all right with him. You know, usually got his little, cause he a big name. It is what it is. JT, little boyfriend, he is a big name. He is. At least he was. But like something's slowing down with him, and I don't know what it is. I don't know what's going on with him. Something might have happened, you know. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say it's Diddy, but maybe it was Diddy. You see, it is what it is. Cause in my heart of our hearts, I feel like Diddy wanted the city girls as a whole, okay, as a unit. I could be wrong though. You know what I'm saying? I take that back. I could be wrong. You know, he probably just wanted Carisha by herself. I can imagine. So anyway. But anyway, let's move on. And I said I just gotta move on. Um, and you got a new agenda with someone you barely know. Yeah. I like that. I like that. I like that. I sure do. Baby, that sound jam. He's like, she don't want my love. I guess I gotta move on. Uh, 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 Diddy is crazy. I cannot believe Diddy like, I don't know what he did. Like what he do? He paid Bryson Tiller to get on that. In other words, he paid Bryson Tiller to get on his song and put it on his album. He was like, I want to buy that song from you, Bryson. Diddy crazy. That song went hard though. Did say get in your bag, stay in your bag. Get in your bag, stay in your bag. So shout out to that. Anyway, and shout out to me, Cooper Stars, because I've been here without no food today. I haven't even ate today. I ate a bag of chips and now I'm finna eat another one with y'all. So shout out to that. Anyway, let me get in my bag and stay in my bag. So we already talked about Christian Rock. And we didn't just talk about you, Christian. We got you some game too. So shout out to that. You might want to rewind this live, rewind the live before this, okay? Because I definitely dropped some gems in it for you, okay? For you and your baby. Okay? So shout out to that. Now that. What else we talked about? JT. JT. Getting into it with this girl on the internet. JT, leave them fans alone. Try to let them talk that talk. But at the end of the day, they human. And I feel like they can defend themselves. But at the same time, JT, next time, you see, so you won't be looking so crazy. Just listen to like they say, wait to the end. You see, go all the way to the end. And then after that, let's move on. Just quick, real quick, right on the card. Jay-Z got to take a DNA test this week. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I wonder if he's scared. Um, I wonder if he's scared. I wonder if he got it all together. Y'all know where on the curb is? There might be some judges. I don't know how true this is. This is alleged. But they saying there might be some judges in trouble behind all this Jay-Z mess, right? Because they trying to say it's some type of scandal with it, okay? In other words, Jay-Z's alleged son been trying to pursue him. Like, daddy. You see? Yeah, like daddy. Throw down your wallet. The little boy been trying to see if that's his daddy because his mama said that's his daddy. Okay? And along the way, he been going to court for it and like stuff been getting tossed out. Or stuff just been getting tossed out. Just here and there. You see? I mean, just here and there. Left and right. Like salad. Just tossed. And we're on the curb here. Now, they trying to investigate that. I said, ooh, I eat. I don't care what nobody saying. I don't care what nobody think. Jay-Z done made somebody mad. Okay? I'm just going to use my comments. And somebody is damn the hell mad at Jay-Z, okay? And they helping his son. Because remind you, the son is 31. And he allegedly been trying to do this stuff since he was a kid. His mother passed away. And when his mother passed away, his godmother started helping him try to pursue seeing if Jay-Z was his dad. You see? So, he been doing this for a long time. I think somebody helping him now. Yeah, I think somebody behind him. I said, ooh, I eat. Could it be Nicki Minaj? Could it be Tony Busby? You know, we don't know. If I had to use my common sense, I'm going to say it's somebody with a little money and power. You see? A little fortune and fame. I can see Tony Busby doing this. It just is what it is because Tony Busby has connects. So shout out to Ramir Satterwhite, who didn't put his foot down. Tired of playing with Jay-Z. It is what it is. Either you part of the Throwdown Your Wallet crew or you not. You know what I'm saying? No. Either I'm part of the Throwdown Your Wallet crew or I'm not, says the young man. You see? So that's what it is. Shout out to him. Y'all know where on the curb is. Jay-Z got until Friday to get that DNA up in there. Where on the curb is Jigga Man. Jay-Z, Hove, Sean. You see, all of them. They better be there Friday, according to the judge, to be DNA tested. Okay, so right on the curb is we keeping our eyes on that. We keeping our eyes on that. We gonna be tuned in. You see, we tuned in. Now, I hope Jay-Z don't use his money and power, you see, his fortune and fame, to like block us from finding out. You know? I don't know if he can. All I know is people with money, they've been able to do a thing or two. It just is what it is. So again,
We staying tuned in on that though, Jay-Z, because we want to know if you today. Okay, it just is what it is. We want to know if this boy is part of the Thought on Your Wallet crew or not. Like Nicki Minaj said, you're still in my top 5. So sorry as that. Mm, mm. Anyway, moving along. Quarter right. Let's talk quarter right real quick. We ain't talking quarter right at all. Promise you, we're not. But shout out to quarter right up. Coy. Shout out to Coy, who's a new mommy. I just want to say, Trippy Weird. He posted a video of that baby. That baby looked like Trippy Weird. Shout out to them. And they new beginnings. Okay? They knew little baby. Who looks like her daddy. You see? It just is what it is. She looked like her daddy. I think she one of them babies. It depends on who she with. Okay? At the time. So anyway, shout out to Coy right. The new mother. Then we got Cardi B. Oh, not Cardi B. Cardi B. I'm starting to like Cardi B more and more. For real. Cardi B weighing on me. Just like Stacey Red. I've been liking Cardi B though, but I like her music. Not necessarily her attitude, you know? She weighing on me, y'all. But not them saying Cardi B got a funky BBL. I said, ooh, who? Not with all that twerking. I hear. Not the way she be popping it. I know you effing lying. So, and I know you effing lying news, y'all. They say Cardi B got a funky BBL. I don't know how they started trending that Cardi B got a funky BBL. You see, allegedly. But this is my thing. I'm like, I don't know. You know, I just, yeah. Like, I don't know. Do I believe it? No. But I will say this though, damn, somebody was able to make that trend. That's wild. But anyway, Cardi B has since came out and denied it, as she should. And Stephon Diggs allegedly denied it too, okay? Because they was trying to say that Stephon Diggs said it or something like that. Like, he quit messing with her because of the funky BBL. And he said it's cap. So, yeah, you know, word on the curb is Cardi B and Stephon Diggs shut down the funky BBL rumors. Now, I will just say this. Who said that? I'll say it. That's my boy. You see, that's my boy. But at the same time, I don't know if I think he said that. But I will say this, though. It's possible. You see? So, shout out to that. Anything is possible. I will just say this though. I've said don't do that. You know, I will say this. Don't do that. Just like Nene said, you can never win when you play dirty. Just let her make it. It is what it is. Just let her make it. Then what else is going on? Yeah. Let's see. Chrisean Rock allegedly running from CPS. Ooh, I'm like, I hate Chrisean. Like, truth be told, now, you see, now that they acting like she might be on the run. Yeah, like Beyonce on a little on the run tour. I'm saying, like, let me find out that's why she left Blueface house so fast and in a rush and in a hurry. I don't really think it had nothing to do with what neither one of them is saying. Mm, mm, I don't. Um, yeah. So now that's just sad. Cause like it ain't a doubt in my mind if she would have, excuse me, if she would have stayed at Blueface house, then the fans would have sent them over there. Y'all know they got that Addy. So anyway, yeah, that's what we got into today. We got into that. Water on the carpets. Krishan might be running from CPS, and listen, it is what it is. Krishan, if you running, just stop running and just like lock in. You see, lock in. Just build up that support system. It just is what it is. Hold on real quick. Let me wash this stuff off my fingers, baby. You better get that nanny. You see, just get that nanny. Get the nanny, get the NDA, and go on with life. Just go on with life. It is what it is. Cause I mean clearly, this clearly, Krishan wants to work. Clearly, Krishan wants to take advantage of her opportunities. Clearly, opportunities is knocking. You know, so like, girl, just get you some help. You see, get you some help. Clearly, you can't do it all by yourself. You can't. You know. So just get you some help. Like, quit letting these people. Listen, it's no different than Jada Waiter. It's a lot different than Jada Waiter, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like I was telling Jada Waiter, like, quit giving these folks something to talk about. You see? It just is what it is, girl. Miss Preston Curl. I mean, it is what it is. Get like, come on. You see? We just need you to get your village together. Get your village together. It is what it is. So shout out to that. Shout out to Krishan. And then Cardi B turns down alleged funky BBL rumors. Okay, she shut them rumors down. All right. Then and speaking of BBLs, it's funny because y'all remember that one doctor, I cannot think of his name. Shoot, Dr. Trev then took over. He is like he like the Hollywood doctor right now. He then took over the Dr. Miami, all of them. He got it popping. He's the most popular. So shout out to Dr. Trev, shout out to that. Sure wish you was around when I needed my teeth done. But yeah, hit me up. I can still use a thing or two. So shout out to that. I don't want no veneers. I did, but I don't want no veneers no more. I just want a good. I just want a bleaching. That's it, baby. Let me just bleach my teeth. However so often the dentist says I need it, and that's it. Okay, so Dr. Trev, call me. Period. Call me. I need a little work done. So shout out to that. But anyway. So he got it popping. But it used to be this one doctor. I can't even think of his name. I can't. But I think he in Atlanta though. And I also think I know for a fact that he did some of Akbar V's work. But anyway, he black. So he did a video the other day and it was so funny. It was basically him mocking be Simone a little bit by saying like, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? Like I gotta just pay attention to what I'm spending money on. You know what I'm saying? I'm paying attention. I'm going to H&M. I'm leaving. Y'all know I don't do that. So it was basically that. But he said that the BBL trend is dying down. I said, ooh, okay, ladies, baby. I ain't got nothing negative to say. In fact, like I'm here for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for that. That's good news, you know. To me, that tells me that like, um, you know, maybe women are just more into working what they, you know, being good with what they got. You see? So shout out to that, you know. Um, Ain't nothing wrong with a little, you know, a little surgical suit, you know, if you will. Ain't nothing wrong with a little surgery, okay? But it ain't nothing wrong with uh being natural and staying natural too. You see what I'm saying? I was telling y'all just the other day. I was like, yeah, I got a little belly on me. Shout out to that. I do. But then at the end of the day, like I feel like my stomach could be way worse. You know what I'm saying? With 4 kids. Let me just say, long story short, I feel like some real deal working out. And my stomach has the potential to be snatched, you see, all over again. So shout out to my mama for that. I feel like I just got it from my mama. You know, it just is what it is. Jeans, if you will. You better shake what you got in them jeans. Period. The GENE, them jeans. But anyway, yeah, I just thought that was funny. You know, long story short, that you know, a doctor, you know what I'm saying, plastic surgeon was saying that like BBLs is starting to die out a little bit. So yeah, shout out to all the ladies, you know, who in the building and they feeling themselves. And anyway, we also talked about Jay-Z is running out of time. Allegedly, he finna have to take the test. You see, he finna have to just stop the car and take the damn test, you know? It is what it is. Coyle Ray, baby, looking more and more like her daddy every day. It just is what it is. And Trippie Redd being in his baby life too. So it is what it is. That's, you know, that's cute too. Excuse me. What else is going on? I talked about a woman on my other live. My bad. Y'all go back if y'all want to see it. I gave my opinion on the Florida woman. You know what I'm saying? They had to pop her something. It is what it is. Her ninja was acting crazy. You know, it is what it is. He was allegedly acting crazy, allegedly putting his hands on her, and she just had to stop the car. You see, it just is what it is. She had to stop the car. Popped him. Allegedly popped him, okay? Right in his dookie shooter. I said, okay. Okay. You know, free hug. You know, it is what it is. Like, get that lady a bond, okay? So anyway, and drop the charges. Take the one, lead what? Okay. Y'all don't want her, you know, yeah. I said, is this a free country or not? Can women defend themselves or not? You know, not. You see? Like she, in my most humble personal opinion, sis, they better be glad I wasn't on the case. Okay, it is what it is. You wouldn't have never went nowhere. Okay? Yeah, I mean, it just is what it is. Take the what and leave the what. She didn't have to sit there and wait for now another blow. Okay? Respect women the first time. It is what it is. I'll take it a step further. Respect your strength. Okay? You see? Like God made you stronger for a reason. You think he wanted you to be using them big, strong ass arms and hands and feet and shit on a woman? Come on now. Come on now. You know better. I said you got to know motherfucking better. You see? Mm, mm. So, like, yeah, shout out to her. Shout out to her. Free her, okay? Yeah. Yeah. And then what else is going on in these internet streets? OMG, y'all. Paul Pierce. Shout out to Paul Pierce. Listen, when I was rooting for the Celtics as a kid, yeah, because I don't know when Boston Celtics was my team, but that was definitely my team. Okay. Back in the day we had Paul Pierce, we had Rondo, we had Garnett, it was Ray Allen, you know what I'm saying? All of them folks, right? You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Paul Pierce. I like Paul Pierce. Paul is something else. You see, now that he done got grown and old and retired, like, yeah, he a fool with it. Mm, mm. But shout out to Paul Pierce. I feel like the internet needed Paul Pierce. It just is what it is. He brings something to it. In fact, Paul is really outspoken. It is what it is. Extremely outspoken. With that being said, I was finna troll him a little bit and bring up that lady. Y'all remember that lady? First of all, y'all remember when Paul Pierce got fired because he was chilling on live tripping. When I say he was tripping, Paul Pierce was out of his mind. It just is what it is. He kept telling this one lady, hey. He kept telling this one lady, like, you missing out, where you at, you know what I'm saying? He was basically kind of like, I don't know, I would say stalking her, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. He was trying to get her to come party. I wish I knew her name right now. I was about to call it out, call Paul out by calling her out. Jessica, child, he wanted her to come so bad. But anyway, that was so funny. But anyway, Paul Pierce called out Dr. Bryant just recently, y'all. It was so funny, so funny. Um, yeah, it was. Hold on, y'all. Never mind. Um, Charlie was funny. He called Dr. Bryant out. I said, well, about time. You see, I needed somebody to do it. Mm, mm. Because the truth of the matter is, I like Dr. Brian, right? I like Dr. Brian, but at the same time, like, girl, I don't know. She just ultimately, Paul Pierce called her out, right? And long story short, she not married, right? So she be giving people all this flack about them not having their stuff together. She says she's single and she's dating. Dr. Brian. Girl, it's given. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, sis, like you coming up short in a sense. You coming up short because you be all on people's head, okay, about their lives, their lifestyles, that like if they should be married, them creating broken homes. See, I think in my hearts of our hearts, I feel like Dr. Bryant didn't grow up with her mother and father in the same house. So ultimately, I think that her focus is children being raised in broken homes. You know what I'm saying? I think that's her focus. But at the end of the day, Dr. Bryant, you might not be a mother yet, so you might not be creating that atmosphere. But we just need you to have it just together a little bit more. You see, it just is what it is. We need you to have it together just a little bit more. You see, if you could just do that for us. Because right now, it's coming up short, if that makes sense. It's coming up like you don't have it all together yourself, and if you're going to be like going so hard on family, you see, I mean so hard about it, can you at least be talking what you know? Like, you don't even have a family of your own, so how in the heck are you gonna be advising somebody about any of the work that it takes? You see? Like, like for instance, me. You see, you take your girl Shay Renee as an example. Like for instance, I like to talk what I know. Okay? So shout out to that. Like when I was telling Krishan about motherhood, I know motherhood. Like, yes, there is some things that I'm still learning, but like I know motherhood. You see? You know? I mean, it is what it is. Maybe, like I said, her thing is broken homes. So maybe, like I said, you know what I'm saying? She feels like she know broken about broken homes from, from the rooter to the tutor. But at the end of the day, she got called out for being a single woman, dealing with a man that isn't mature. She say he not mature enough for her, really. He is 9 years younger. He 9 years younger. Dr. Brian been messing with him off and on for like anywhere from 5 to 7 years, I think I heard her say. And it's just like, girl, you ain't even got all your stuff together. Stop it right now. Quit hooting and hollering. And I just, like, I need her to make her therapy just a little bit more clear. You see? I mean, it is what it is. Because at the end of the day, it seems like she promotes marriage. It seems like she promotes, marriage. And family. Girl, we don't want you. Listen, first of all, it's amazing that you promote marriage. It's amazing that you promote family. But listen, at the end of the day, I don't want to see you hooping and hollering and now another man face if you finna go home, sit on your couch by yourself and eat ice cream. Like, no, ma'am, Pam. You see? Mm, mm. Like, hell no. You've been dismissed. You see? It is what it is. Bye. 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 You see? And this is the thing though. A lot of men, they've been looking at her all this time, but you see, like, where's your woman? Where is your man, Miss Perfect Patty? You see, like, that's how they be looking at her. That's just real. I'll take it a step further. Somebody they all, I think, Paul, not, what's his name? Ugh. Cam. I think Cam Newton, was trying to get to the point that, like, you're a single woman. You know what I'm saying? You're a single woman. With no kids. So, I don't know. I can't explain it. I can't explain it. I just feel like sometimes people use their hurt to be for therapy. You know what I'm saying? And it could be therapeutic. And I think that's what, I'm not sure this is the fact, but I think that's what Dr. Brian be doing, right? She be healing herself by trying to help others. You know what I'm saying? So let me just say this. By helping others in the way that she helps them and the way that she likes to, the problems that she likes to speak to. Okay? Amen. Hallelujah. I think she's healing herself. You know what I'm saying? I think it's therapeutic for her. But at the end of the day, like, I question, I just question, the messenger. I just question the messenger a bit. That's all. But like I said, maybe she seemingly, I don't know how true this is, y'all. she seemingly is speaking from a child's position, okay, that has had to deal with coming from a broken home, okay? Because I noticed that's what she was talking to Cam Newton about. Broken homes. She was talking to Nick Cannon about broken homes, you know. But Dr. Bryant, you know what I'm saying, as a 40-something-year-old woman who is single, right? Single, but dating. It's okay to it's okay for you to go focus on your life too, sis. You see, it's okay for you to go focus on your life too. It's okay to say, you know what, I don't got it all together either though. You know, in all areas of life, because clearly, you know what I'm saying? I feel like Dr. Brian don't have it all together. It is what it is. She don't have all the answers. Because if you ask me, in my hearts of our hearts, if she had all the answers, she will be in a successful relationship. Or at least, hear me out, hear me out, hear me out, hear me out. At least in a successful relationship with her damn self. You see, it just is what it is. But not somebody that's dating. Dating. You know, I mean, excuse my French, but dating is real, like, I don't know. At 40 something years old, it's just kind of childlike to me. You know what I'm saying? Like the way she put it, it's not even serious. She really not even in a serious relationship, it seemed like. And they're 9 years younger, and neither one of you are committed to each other, and neither one of you are even close. I'm assuming, y'all, don't get me wrong, I'm assuming, I don't know this for a fact, but I don't think Dr. Brian and the person that she is dating, I don't even think that they are in a serious relationship. Like, I don't even think that they're nowhere near marriage. You know, I don't think that either he thinks she is the one or she thinks that he is the one. You see, I think they still got their options open. They're not serious like that, in my most humble opinion. So with that being said, it's like, oh man, go on, Dr. Brian. For real. You ain't even really got your stuff together like that, Miss Pressing Girl. Let me tell you what it comes off as. It comes off as like you're a nice looking woman, right? Educated presenting. Like you got your stuff together presenting, and like now to me, you just, I don't know how to put it, but like, girl, miss me with it. You know what I'm saying? In other words, to me, you're like, what's the word I'm looking for, y'all? What's the word I'm looking for? Um, Almost like scouting, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Slick Nick. Shout out to you for jumping in my comments, and I appreciate you for asking that question. Nothing. We out for Christian Rock. I already talked about Christian Rock. In fact, this is my third live today because my stuff kept messing up. Mm, mm. Check out the beginning of this one. It started with me talking about Krishan, okay? And the other two, I definitely talked about Krishan. But anyway, right now I'm talking about Dr. Bryant. So, yeah, it's just like you might be extremely educated on the stuff that you talking about, but then at the same time, your life is like there's room. to fix things. You know what I'm saying? There's always room to fix things. Let me just say that. And like, yeah, Dr. Brian, girl, let me tell you. Mm, mm. Let me tell you, Miss Presser Girl. I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. I cannot necessarily put my finger on it. But like, you know, in my hearts of all hearts, she's like, how can I put it? It's almost like she's new to the celebrity scene, right? So to me, uh, she trying to land her something. It is what it is. Like, yeah, like, you know, um, I think she's new to the celebrity scene, right? And so like, um, I don't know how to put it, but it's just like a new opportunity. You know what I'm saying? It's like new opportunities, new men to date. It is what it is. Um, you know, Dr. Bryant is she honestly, truthfully, to me, she's not I don't know how to put it, but she really, to me, ultimately, in my heart to my heart, she is really similar to Alexis Sky or somebody like that. You know, like not like it's not that much that's going to make her different. She's an internet personality, right? And she be around all of these men. We don't know who we don't know what Dr. Brown is doing with any of these men. I'm not saying she doing anything with them. But I know damn well she has access. You know what I'm saying? She now has access. So like here she is, like, you know, bouncing all around this newfound space, right? As a woman who presents herself like she has it all together, right? But she don't. She don't. Ultimately, uh ultimately, her dating life is, you know what I'm saying? Her dating life is just as crappy as anybody else's. You know what I'm saying? If you ask me, it just is what it is. Ultimately, you know, it ain't no different when people be like, you can't find a man. You know what I'm saying? That's how people be looking. That's how people be thinking. You got all this advice for me, but you can't even find a man. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know, now I know the average woman gonna say, yes, I can. I just can't, you know, whatever, whatever, whatever. I could have been found a man. You know, at the end of the day, miss me with it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay, miss. No, 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 no. You know what? Paul Pierce exposed that she's not so perfect. You know, it is what it is. But I'll take it a step further. Dr. Bryant is an educated woman. She is no fool. Let me tell you, so she is no fool. She knew that that question was gonna come about. It is what it is. Like that question is always gonna come about. She's not no, she's not 23. She's not 27. She's not 30. You know what I'm saying? She's not fresh out of school chasing her career. She already getting up there. You know what I'm saying? She already getting up there. So it's like, you know, it's just one of those things that make you say, you know, if you will. That's all. Uh, but yeah, that you know, it took Paul Pierce to like basically, you know, expose what Dr. Bryant has going on. You know, and hey Terry, shout out to you for jumping in my comments. Um, yeah, ultimately, I bet you she didn't like that at all. You know, but yeah, imagine that. You like, yeah, you don't even have all of your stuff together, right? So here you are critiquing people And you know, you don't even have XYZ. So you see, like, for instance, what's her name? Jasmine. You know what I'm saying? Cam Newton's, what's it called? So all this time, you know, you talking about Jasmine and you making it seem like Jasmine is just settling, you know, by messing with Cam Newton, you know. But at the end of the day, you settling too. You know, the only difference between you is she's in a relationship settling and you're single with your settlement. I mean, it just is what it is, you know? But like she had, listen, let me tell you something. She had Gusta knew. You see, the people was gonna be on her head. Yeah, shout out to that. It just is what it is. People was going to be on her head. Okay. So anyway, moving forward. Megan Thee Stallion. Let me talk Megan Thee Stallion with y'all real quick. So yesterday, right? I'm scrolling, I'm rolling. They hating. Yeah, shout out to that. No, just playing. But for real, I'm online, I'm scrolling. I see Megan Thee Stallion online. I said, Megan, don't make me mad. You see? I said, ooh, eek. You know, him Megan Thee Stallion is in her drawers. You know, sitting in what appears to be Clay's lap. Somebody, let me show y'all what my man Bobby. And you know, this like it was cringe. It is what it is. It was cringe. Okay. I was like, Megan, please don't mess this up. Like you are already about to mess this up. You know, I'm like, oh Lord, my good Texas sis. You know, the thing is, this is the thing. This is the thing. It's hard to explain, but like personalities is one of the hardest things to have to acknowledge sometimes, you know, because like for instance, I like Megan, right? Megan is my girl. I tell y'all that all the time. That's my girl. But at the end of the day, sometimes she does things, right? Um Personality wise, right? That I'm like, I don't like that. I wouldn't have did that if I had any control over that. She would have did it like XYZ, you know? So I said all that to say sometimes it's crazy how as people, sometimes we can love someone and stuff like that, like them, whatever, however you want to slice it and dice it, you know. But like, we still wish different for them, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we could still wish that they was more like us, you know, if that makes sense. I mean, it just is what it is. Because I'm looking at her like Megan. You know what I'm saying? I know you wild. You know, I know you nice looking. You know what I'm saying? We all know you got body, yaddy, 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 yaddy. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, is there class there? Yeah, like class. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know, like you know, can we read the room a little bit? Like, this is Clay. This is Clay Thompson. Like, Megan, I don't know if you know. See, this is the thing. I know she probably thinking like, well, Clay, like, he chose me, right? I know she like, he chose me. You know what I'm saying? He knew this and this and this and this and that about me. It is what it is. But this is the thing, though, Megan. He chose you, and that's all good and fine and dandy. But like, maybe some of the stuff that you do, though, he wanted you to do it in private with him. So in other words, he might clearly he must like it when you twerk. You see, but that don't mean start a live and twerk for him in front of us. You see? In other words, twerk for him behind closed doors, Megan. That video you did, it was very cringe like. You see, Megan? Because you treated Clay like he not a classy bunch. Yeah, you just treat him like he don't come from a classy bunch. And it just is what it is, Megan. I'm here to tell you, like, this ain't that. You see? Girl, you ain't dealing with no damn. Ugh. Hold on, y'all. Let me Google real quick. Let me Google. Because I can't think of his name. I cannot think of his name. It's right at the tip of my tongue. But y'all remember the one. Ooh, 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 ooh. Hold on. So shout out to that. I'm back. I said I'm back. I'm back. Told y'all that I've been live 100 times today. Hold on, though. Keon. Hold on. Mm-hmm. What was his name? That's his name. Keon. You know what I'm saying? Like all the old school people on my live, they know Keon Martin. Y'all, hold on. Keon Martin, ain't that his name? Keon. Yeah, that's his name. Keon Martin. Keon Martin was like, he was kind of hood. You see? It just is what it is. He was a little hood. Steven Jackson. It ain't that many. Okay? It just is what it is. I can tell you that right now. One thing about the NBA, they don't necessarily do hood dudes. They don't. It ain't that many, baby. It's not gonna be that many. I can tell you right now. And so that's why I had to go all the way back. Do y'all know how long Keon Martin been retired? You see? But like Keon Martin was kind of like, he came out like a hood dude. You know? Like, this ain't that, girl. The hell? The hell? I'm like, Megan, do not make me mad. You see, it is what it is, Megan. Don't piss me off, okay? Please don't. Like, no, read the room. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. You know, I'm gonna need you to chill. You see, it is what it is. Not to mention, you can have a brand, you can be about your brand, all of the above. But at the end of the day, like, nah, don't run it in the ground. And please, Lord, don't run nobody else's in the ground either. Yeah. Yeah. Like Gunna said, like, she, like, ooh, eek, you see? Megan made me mad with that. It just is what it is. It's almost like she's saying to herself, listen, I'm here for a good time, not for a long time. Yeah. Which I gotta understand that, like what you want for somebody, they might not necessarily want for themselves. You know, maybe Megan just wants a good time. You see? Um, maybe she not looking for nothing serious for real, you know. Maybe if she did settle down, she don't see herself settling down with somebody like Clay, you know. So it is what it is. But child, I was like, Megan, you I'm like, please don't fumble this. Like, don't fumble this. Like, it is what it is. Like, please do not. I said, Lord, we couldn't even celebrate good. Here she come. You know what I'm saying? Here she come. And then I take it a step further. For somebody else was in the comments like, you do not have to post everybody you date, especially if it's a celebrity. And I agree with that too. Dang, give it some time. You know what I'm saying? Give it some time. Megan did that TikTok like she couldn't wait. You know, almost like it's a couple TikTok that's hot, and she couldn't wait to do it with her man. Girl, this been your man all a bit of what? Probably not even long enough for somebody to earn a paycheck. Like, Megan, quit playing with us. You see, it is what it is. Quit playing with us. And then when you quit playing with us, quit playing with Clay. Because I could guarantee you, like, you going to mess this up. It is what it is. Like, eek. I wouldn't say you going to mess this up. But, like, ugh. Girl, it was hard to watch. It is what it is, okay? It was hard to watch. Like, wasn't nothing wrong with the video. The video was just like, she wanted to do it naked. You know what I'm saying? Down there, bucky naked. You know, that's what the problem was, one. And then, two, it was just real childlike. You know? It was almost real childlike. Like, you're a woman. You know what I'm saying? You're a woman. And I'll take it a step further. Girl, you with a man. You see? Clay Thompson is a man. Okay? Yeah, that ain't that bullshit you bought us the first time. You see? No. No. You see? Yeah, Miss Preston Curl. I said no. You just wait right there. You see, I got some game for you. Yeah, now this ain't nothing you didn't ever. Okay? It is what it is. That ain't Tory Lanez, Megan. That ain't no Tory Lanez. That ain't no Tory. This other one that we didn't even know. Damn sure ain't the baby. You know, like, you have to know. There's a difference. Okay, this is what it is. You have to know there's a difference. And when there's a difference, it just might cause you to be different. You know? But I get it though. I get it too. That's why I started this conversation with, like, sometimes we just gotta allow people to be themselves. But sometimes, poop stars, I'm just saying, sometimes it's nothing wrong with being like, hey, you know, that was a bit much. You know, or if I was you, you know what I'm saying? It's nothing wrong with that. I love you to death. Do your thing. But if I was you, you know, if I was you know what I'm saying? I don't know what you looking for. I don't know what you want. But if it was this, you know what I'm saying? I would tell you to, you know, it just is what it is, child. But I don't know. You listen. If I'm being real, these generations, you know, as they keep coming, we're so different. Yeah, truth be told, we so different. You know, it is what it is. So anyway, shout out to that. Now, Tia Kemp, child. Let me tell y'all something. Tia Kemp and Charleston White is getting into it. And y'all know the first thing that came up in my mind, I said, they both gonna get picked up. I said, let them keep playing on these folks' phone and both of them gonna be picked up for fraud. Yes, indeed. Yeah, for real. I hate to say it, but they gonna go on and scoop Tia right on up. She keep playing on them people's phone. For real. Cause she talking about did she get into it with Charleston White? You know what I'm saying? And it's funny. At the end of the day, it is funny. You know what I'm saying? They both had me laughing. But my thing is, don't get Jaguar right. You see? Yeah. Like Gunna said, cause in Texas, Jaguar didn't have too many times to play on nobody phone. Yeah. She caught a case. You know, so with that being said, like, I'm just gonna tell both of them, they better be careful. This is what it is. They better be the hell damn careful while they you know, keep talking about threatening each other. That's what they doing. They keep threatening each other, talking about they gonna do this and that and this and this and that. Yeah. Child, they better be careful. Tia Kemp and Mr. Charleston White. Yeah, they something else. Both of them are very entertaining, though. Very entertaining. So yeah, we're gonna see how this gonna go. I think they are both so entertaining that they might just have to fall back and leave each other alone. One of them, you know, at that. Now, one thing about Tia, like she be more ready. She ready. Charleston make me feel like he's somewhere always working on his material. Yeah, it must be that comedian, that little comedian side of him or whatnot, whatnot. But child, if you let Charleston White tell it, he booked and busy with shows. So, Tia, he might be writing you into one of his skits now, child. So anyway, y'all gonna have to be careful. But long story short, they both making a bag off of each other. But like I told them, they, you see, just keep it in the streets. In the streets, I mean internet streets, because like, like please don't. Y'all go to playing on them authorities' phones, and then they're gonna authorize y'all ass be picked up. You see. Mm, mm. So it just is what it is. But yes, superstars. Word on the Caribbean is Tia Kemp and Charleston White is going back and forth. And like, child, I know that just ruffles a couple of people's feathers. I know so many people is here for it, especially the people that like really, really like them. Child, it is what it is. But the first thing came to my mind is they better be careful though. They better be careful with all them false reports or whatever they think they doing. But yes, stars, I had so much fun with y'all. I sure did. I wish. Let me see. I've been on here since 10. So shout out to that. I wish this live could have just been one live like it was supposed to be. But stuff just kept happening. Stuff just kept happening. But shout out to me though for sticking with it. And shout out to everybody who came through. I appreciate y'all so much. Y'all know that. I'm here for y'all like y'all here for me. Period. And speaking of being here for somebody, y'all know I'm here, there, I'm everywhere to get the tea. So y'all don't forget to lock in. You see, keep it right here with me. And anyway, after that, I guess I'll see y'all on my next video. Pooper stars. Bye.